Hi everybody, and welcome to another Watercolor Wednesday episode. Today we are continuing our St. Patrick's Day card series, and if you haven't checked out my previous week's episode or any of the St. Patrick's Day cards that I painted and uploaded last year, I will link those in the description, and I will link last week's in the upper hand corner of this video if I remember to do so. So let's get into today's card. The first thing you're going to want to do is take a pencil and sketch out clovers that span diagonally starting from the left corner down to the right corner. And with each sketch or with each clover that you sketch out, you want to make sure that it progressively gets a little bit bigger than the previous one, and you can even rotate it slightly so it looks like the clovers are kind of rotating in a circle as they move down the page diagonally. Once you're happy with your clovers, you can begin to paint them in with green watercolor. Any shade will do. I'm using just one solid one for every single clover, but you can of course alternate your shades of green to add a little bit of extra variation to your card. And one other thing I forgot to mention is to leave a very small space, like maybe a couple millimeters wide between each clover. You don't want to leave a really large white space because when we fill in the left portion of the card, it will look a little bit awkward and strange if there are these really large gaps. So just keep that in mind when you're sketching out your clovers. You can see here that the last clover that I'm painting, I made the biggest, and part of it is even spanning and kind of coming off of the card, and this will add to a nice complete look at the end of our video here. So once your clovers have completely dried, and this is just to make sure we don't smudge them, you can go ahead and begin filling in the left portion of our card. So what I did is I took a thinner brush and I just outlined each clover, making sure to leave 1 or 2 millimeters of white space, and I outlined only the left portion of the clover because we are only painting or filling in the left portion of the card. And once I outlined each clover, I subsequently filled it in with green watercolor, and this creates this really nice contrasting look for this card since the whole left side is green and it sort of morphs into the white space on the right side of the card. I used this same technique on one of my Valentine's Day cards this year, except obviously I used hearts that spanned across diagonally. So you can go and check that out if you're interested in some Valentine's Day cards, or they don't even have to be Valentine's Day cards, they can just be cards for your significant other. Once your card has completely dried, you can pencil in your St. Patrick's Day greeting. I just wrote Day, but you can write whatever you want in whatever font that you would like. I also felt that my card looked a little bit bare, especially on the white side, so I took my fine tip marker and I just drew in some black clovers that spanned across the page, both on the white side and the green side of the card, so you can do the same if you like the look of this. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this St. Patrick's Day tutorial. Don't forget to check out last week's, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.